school district has become a cesspool, and a lot of these hates and lies stem from Facebook. The fact that our board members seem to fuel these lies in the name of making sure everyone is comfortable is insane. Right now on Facebook, there are people claiming that there are students that identify as cats and dogs and are trying to bark and relieve themselves in the hallway. Really? That is clearly not happening, and is clearly just another Connetquot lie. I have gone to the school for a very long time, and I can promise you, no one has ever believed that they are an animal. Good God. Now that the debate on gay marriage has evolved, and now that gay marriage is much more generally accepted than ever before, people are now shifting to attacks in other aspects of the community. Claiming kids are identifying as animals is a dog whistle for transphobia that our community has clung to with joy. Now that the easiest route to spread hate from these extremists is to attack a flag and to make up lies to scare people into thinking that they are letting your kids be cats, that's insane. We have to stand up and we have to make very clear now that that's not okay. Ignorance in this district is at an all-time high, and we have to put a stop to this, somehow. This is my call to the Board of Ed members to stop using Facebook as a way to feed these lies and engage with the people clearly causing the ignorance. The only way that this district can move forward is with a change. And I'm here asking that the flag goes back up and the Board of Ed issues an apology for what they have done. This is not a debate over the colorful fabric. This is a debate over the message, a message that emphasizes togetherness, acceptance, and pride. I am disgusted that this could cause in such an uproar in the 21st century, and especially in my own backyard.
I usually come to these Board of Ed meetings and I talk a lot about critical race theory and how it's infiltrated my district in various ways. But you know what? I never address the actual results of what can happen with critical race theory. I tell you, it's easier than Common Core math to understand. Teaching divisive curriculum or curriculum for divisive lens yields an audience full of divided adults, okay? So that's what we have here. And our indoctrination, our generation started basically in college, and actually starting at the kindergarten. Now, I know we're all on different sides here, but I see one race here, the human race, and one culture, American culture. There is one flag that represents every single one of us. That's our American flag. That's it.
This flag is what all of us serve under. This is the flag that gives us the freedom. There are other places where they throw you off buildings if you don't agree with them.
We have to come to some solution, and obviously the solution is one flag that represents everybody, and that's the American flag.
By simply having a flag up in the room, research shows it saves lives. There's a teacher shortage in this country, and unless you have your head in the sand, it is not only about being underpaid. As Secretary of Education stated, it's about a lack of respect. Secretary Cardona said the pandemic really gave us a moment to reflect on the importance of teachers and the importance of schools. Because when a school shuts down, the community shuts down. We are here tonight not only to show our unity and, yes, demand, Mr. Napolitano, respect, and for a fair and equitable contract. Because when you have earned it and it is still not given, we must demand it. But also, we are here tonight to support our colleague after she was ambushed by the superintendent and two board members.
I've already seen the effects of this flag being taken down. Some of my friends are more reserved and no longer feel as comfortable as they used to in school.
You have hundreds of kids who the LGBT flag flag, the pride flag, means a lot to. And not just because it makes them feel good, it makes them feel safe.
We did get in one day 300 people, students, that disagree with this ban.
During the day of pep rally and throughout all of homecoming, my friends and I, majority of us are seniors, gathered a total of 287 signatures from students.
Over the last several years, our district has taken a turn for the worse. As a teacher who teaches social studies, and I congratulate every former student I had for being here and speaking up for yourselves tonight, I have to wonder, what's the threat? What's the problem with the flag that hangs in the classroom? Was it a kid that was offended, or was it an adult who just couldn't handle it?
So I'm at a loss as to how, when this alleged complaint came forth claiming that there were feelings of being uncomfortable in a classroom with these flags, that this was not immediately used as a teaching moment to explain what these flags actually represent, which is that of equality, tolerance, and inclusion for all.
During my tenure at Connetquot High School, I was subject to frequent beatings for being Jewish. My home was vandalized with swastikas. The temple across the street was vandalized multiple times. Sir, it is not becoming a cesspool of hatred. It has been for a very long time. By removing these flags, you are sounding a very loud dog whistle that this school remains a place of intolerance.
I was a student here. I was pulled out because of bullying 25 years ago. I came from a family that could put me through a private school. I had a friend in the same class who was not so lucky, who committed suicide 2 months after graduation. I don't know exactly why, but the fact that he was biracial and bisexual probably had a lot to do with it. My daughter is a student here at OBM. She is sexually harassed and ridiculed daily. Though she can definitely handle herself and has told me as much, it is entirely around her sexuality and gender identity. So a student tells you that they're uncomfortable about a flag that promotes inclusivity of trans people, Black people, Indigenous people, and other people of color. Why did we try to sweep it under the rug instead of beginning a conversation about acceptance? My daughter tells me in one of her classrooms that a Blue Lives Matter flag is twice as large as the American flag, and in another class, an Italian flag is twice as large as the American flag. No one here is swearing fealty to martial law or the European Union. We all know that. Many of the people in this room would say that reverence for first responders should not be politicized. As the granddaughter of an NYPD officer and the daughter of a Vietnam vet, I can get behind that, but I would also say that the guaranteed right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all people, including trans and BIPOC folks, is also guaranteed under the Constitution, and that should not be a political talking point either. The American flag is supposed to be a symbol of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for us all. But those of us who think we're there right now are being willfully ignorant, and that's why a flag named after progress, which we're trying to walk back, is necessary for the time being. Take it down, and you are declaring open season on my child. I would like to close with saying that you can have reverence for every police officer that's ever lost their life in the line of duty and still have a problem with police brutality. You can believe in America, and you can believe that America needs work. Those two ideas are not mutually exclusive. And until such a time as the American flag absolutely stands for the inclusion of everybody, all the time, every day, we're gonna need that progress flag up. Thank you.
I'm here today because a second grade teacher thought it was appropriate to teach my child about pronouns. Pronouns. I was taught that there were only 2 pronouns, but thanks to the woke left, there are now 100 pronouns. I confronted the teacher and said, sorry, do you want me to start over? I confronted the teacher and said, in our house, there are only 2 pronouns and that they need to respect our beliefs. As a patriot, I love freedom of speech. Who loves freedom of speech? You know, I love freedom of speech, except when it comes to pride flags in schools, teaching history, There's a whole list of books I want to ban from the school library. I want to ban kneeling at football games. The point is we need to protect our children, okay, which is why we need more security in our schools. We need cops patrolling the hallway. We should also hire cops as teachers. And the students, they should also be cops, like in 21 Jump Street. Who saw that? Yeah. I'm here today because I care about children. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here today because I care about children. I care about children so much that I'm against the WIC program, universal pre-K, any form of gun control. I'm going to end out by just giving a big shout out to school choice. Who likes school choice? It's a great way to take money out of public education, put it into private companies. It worked so well with private prisons, and just can't wait to put it, into the public school system. We need to, get back to the fundamentals. We need to take down the pride flag, put the American flag back up, and we need to force every child to salute it in the morning, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
God is the creator of this entire universe, whether you believe it or not. And he's going to have his way. He loves all of you. But this country is going the wrong way. Does anybody see that? Please put your feelings aside for a second. We're going the wrong way. God is immutable. He can't change. His promises are in the Bible. He loves each and every one of you, but he hates sin. And we are sinning against him. Does that not sink in? This country is about lawlessness. We're experiencing lawlessness. This is a spirit of Antichrist that's going on right here. And it's got to stop. And God's going to have his way. Like I said, he loves each and every one of you. But he wants you to come to him. I'm proud that I'm a woman of God. He saved my soul. He called my name 2.5 years ago. He's changed my life. And he can change yours too, if you receive him.
I also want to state my opinion that these meetings have no place for third-party trolls who have been placed here from other areas and their own agendas that they want to bring into our school.
I'm not interested.
What?
I'm not interested.